Alright, so trade review and watch list. Let's get into it. So trades today, I took HTZ. This one was a really nice one, or so I thought it was gonna be. I bought it. My level to buy it was the high of yesterday. So first 1 minute candle came in, red, filled the level. It got to both, filled the level, and then took out the high. I liked how it filled. This candle came in, wick below, and then came back up. I bought it right here off of this level, and immediately it just worked for me, you know. And I had this is like a 6.5 ADR, and I had a, 6 cents risk, 1% stop. So that risk to reward alone makes it a trade I'm going to take 10 out of 10 times. But regardless of all that, it made a really nice push from my average. It was up about 4% on it, and then it just came back and faded lower. So got stopped out on this. QUBT, I also bought I had to buy this one twice. Same scenario here. So 1 minute candle. So it comes in hot. I buy it right here, and then just, nice move up, nice volume, and then just tanks and takes out my stop. So take a loss right here. It comes back up, takes out that high. I buy it through that high again, fades lower, and then comes back though and closes pretty well, closed green for me. So I did have to try it twice. We'll see if it sticks. I like the chart. It looks good. It was a good breakout. So we'll see what happens with this. Next we got Tiger. Level, the highest inside candle. I just bought it through that high. I didn't go intraday or anything. Had a little bit of increase in volume. Did not close the best. Closed just above this 20 moving average. China does look good. If it can't push, it should hold the support level. If it takes that out, I'm out of there. If it doesn't, then if it holds it, then we're good. And then next up we have IBIT. Pretty simple trade here. Was watching Bitcoin's weekly level, the high of this inside week. So we started the week, Monday night. Wait. Huh. I don't know. I didn't know we took out that level. I didn't realize we took out that level already. Okay, well, anyways, at some point on Monday we took it out, and then we faded lower. I was watching that level, and then today it pushed through that level. Maybe I was accidentally watching the wrong level. I was watching this level right here. So I lied to you guys. I was supposed to be watching this high right here, but apparently I missed it. So whatever. But push through the high, this clear level right here. You can see the close, open, high, and then we're about to close right at this level. So decided to take IBIT, risk risk 0.5% of my equity. The stop is like 1%, so 1.5%. So all the risk reward makes sense. As you can see, stopped on QUBT, stopped on HTZ. Still have my second QUBT buy, have my Tiger buy, have my IBIT buy. Risk, still keeping it low. IBIT setup I really like, so I decided to go a little higher with the risk. Stop losses all make sense. Tiger pushing it a little bit, still within 1 ADR. QUBT, even with that 5 minute high, still like divisible by 2 of the ADR, and then IBIT is almost divisible by 2 as well. It's like 1.5. still on a big losing streak. I mean, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And this is why you cannot risk 1% per trade, because I used to always risk 1% per trade no matter what. Sorry, I don't know if I would. Anyways, I used to risk 1% per trade no matter what. And what happens is I learned a valuable lesson that you incur losing streaks, and most of your losses happen in cycles, market cycles. So if you're on a losing streak, the market cycle isn't conductive for your trading. If you risk 1% continuously and you go on a losing streak like this, you're going to blow up. And I had that realization earlier this year, back in January, when the market was choppy and I was on losing streaks and I didn't know what the hell was going on. You are bound to go a losing streak. So when you do is you start out sized, and once you start losing 3, 4 in a row, you got to size down. And so instead of losing 15% on my equity in all of these trades, I'm only down 1.5, 2%, 2.5, 3%, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll call that 4%, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I'm down maybe like 4.5% on my equity, 4 to 5% of my equity instead of 15%. Big fucking difference. Big difference. So whenever you're going on these losing streaks, you have to size down. Super crucial, and that has protected my equity. My account would be getting torched if I was still risking 1% right now. You look at the market, it looks like a really good market. New buys for me still are very iffy. I'm not really getting traction. You know, we'll see what happens today with IBIT, QBT, and Tiger. But I mean, I'm not getting traction, to be frank. I don't know why that is. I might be trading bad. I don't know. We've ran up, you know, at this point, 29% off the last correction with no correction. I don't know if that has to do with anything. I talked to other people. They've said they're having a hard time getting traction too now. So I don't think it's just me. It might be. Maybe it is. I did miss Hut. I missed a couple names. But overall, I'm not very confident in this market, which is why I've sized down. And I took a little bit more size on IBIT because it is a weekly setup and a lot of crypto stocks look good. So I decided that is worth 0.5% at least. But in terms of everything else, I'm just trying to get my foot in the pedal. And with HTZ, when you get a 1% stop, and you can still get a 20-25% position. When you can still get a really nice position size when your stops are that tight. So that's good risk to reward. I'm taking that every time. You know, you can get a 25% position risking 1/4 of your equity, or 1/4% of your equity. That's really good odds. I mean, at some point you're going to get a nice winner, and it's going to work really well. So, that being said, let's see what I've got on watch for tomorrow. There are setups. There have been setups throughout the entire rally. Are the setups working the way I want them to work? Absolutely not. But there are setups. So, I'm going to keep taking the setups and sizing down until either my equity starts working or this market corrects. Either way, you know, I'm not gonna. If the market's gonna take me down, it's gonna have to It's going to have to kill me 1,000 times, right? My SOXX long is still working, by the way. My coin long still working. So I'm long SOXL. This is still working. Coin still working. So I was actually up on the day despite the losses. But yeah. All right, tomorrow. So this is kind of like an AVA trade. So you see AVA makes this linear move up, pulls back into a moving average, inside candle, and then just trends. So same exact idea here with MP. You get a really beautiful move up, 109% off the lows, inside candle right at this 20 moving average. You know, you had an inside candle here, never triggered. Inside candle here. If this triggers, I like the risk reward on this. I like how linear the stock is. Minerals have been pretty decent, pretty hot. Things at 52-week highs, trending higher. Again, minerals have been good. You have TMC gapping up after hours. Don't know why this is gapping up. Is it on any volume? Looks like it. Probably some sort of news. But sector strong, linear mover. You know, again, 100% move right there. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions, 70% move up. So I like those odds of my money. SRM, so yeah, MP through the today's high, I would try it. SRM, I mean, this thing's at all-time highs. You know, IPO name it looks like. Gapped up on huge volume, was trading 474 relative volume, 5 relative volume, 2 relative volume, 10 relative volume, 4, and like, so that's really big volume. And it's just gone sideways, and it's formed this little flag, you know, flag, higher lows, inside candle right on that 10 moving average, 20s right here. The volume, you know, it's been dying out. This thing went down on lower volume. So I do like the risk to reward on this. You know, only had a 5% change today, despite being a 30 ADR. Through today's highs, I would be willing to give it a shot. You don't know how high a name like this can run. You know, just back to highs. You know, 64%. This name could easily see 20, 30 bucks. You just don't know with these. And so I'd be willing to give this one a shot as well. Above today's high. CRDO, a bunch of semis are set up like this. AVGO, AMD, probably NVIDIA too, I'd assume. Kind of. I think CRDO is the best one. I had CRDO back here and sold it July 1st, but reclaimed the 10 today, inside candle. Maybe I would try a little bit of position with all the semis set up like they are. I'd try it again through this high. You know, came back, inside candle on the 10. Linear mover, you know, this made a really nice move. You know, 40%, just clean, just rode the trend. So I think it's not a bad thing to try if the market is going to continue to push higher, which until proven otherwise, it is. And you are getting broadening. The IWM is coming into play. The RSP is catching up now. Holy smokes, this thing's back at November 6 highs. Wow. So, yeah, I mean, stocks are playing catch-up. So, I can't be bearish until the market gives me a reason to be bearish. And if we're at all-time highs, I can't be bearish yet. So, until we start breaking down, we had a distribution day yesterday, but we're just getting bought up. So, until that changes, it is what it is, right? Next up, we got Serve. This one, again, linear move up, right? I mean, this made a really nice, clean move up, 130%. You know, just, you know, working right for you. Rode this 10 moving average really cleanly. It's been flagging right at the 200. So I think it looks decent. Not the best setup in the world, but it's not bad. You've got your lower highs, and you have your higher lows. Pretty tight, extremely tight. You know, 8 ADR had less than 0.5% change today, sitting right at the 200. So you can use that as your guide, right? You're risking off the 200, and it can break. If it breaks, it can go back to these $14, maybe, you know, 15, 16 bucks if it maybe even fill this gap, right? So I think the risk reward is solid on it. You're getting a lot more speculative money, kind of, and so, or small caps are like benefiting. So, you know, maybe this isn't a bad long, and it's really tight. So the risk reward is there. If it gives a clean entry, I might grab some tomorrow. It's a decent setup. PRCH, I bought it this day. Wait, when did I buy it? I bought it this day. It's topped me out same day. Went higher the next day, and then inside candle today on pretty low volume. Not a big fan of this. It is at 52-week highs. It does like kind of trend cleanly sometimes. But I mean, I don't know really how I feel about this one. I probably won't take this one. I like these other 4 names a lot. better, but it is on there to watch and just see what it does. We'll see what happens with it. Teed up, not a big fan of this either. Close below 20. It does have like a kind of a mini setup. You know, higher lows, lower highs, inside candle. It looks okay. 580R, not the most liquid. It does trend very cleanly, but I'm not a huge fan of this. Probably wouldn't take this, but it is on watch just to watch it. Secondary watch list, BKSY, just a very clean, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day pivot. I would rather have more sideways, pull into this 10 moving average while you're at these highs. I probably wouldn't take this if it goes, but it is a clean setup, decent setup. It's pretty good. The theme is good, but I prefer more sideways. CRCL, super linear trender, close under the 10. If it could rally back through 189 though, I think it's a clean level. Maybe I'd take it. I'm not really sure. It's okay. It's okay at best, but not a big fan. It was really, I wouldn't take it. I mean, it was weak. Everything was green today, and this thing was weak. So that kind of tells you what you need to know, I feel like. I think that should be, you should keep that in the back of your mind with all these names. ONDS, the 195 is okay. I wish, I would just want this to go more sideways. Wouldn't buy it, but I am watching it just to see what it does tomorrow. This level is pretty clean, but I'd rather have this more sideways, so we'll see what happens. SFRM, I've been watching this one. It's just been doing nothing on low volume. Tomorrow, maybe we finally get a move. I've just been watching it. I probably won't trade this, but I kind of just want to see what it does. It looks pretty like stupid. I'll probably just take this off my watch list. But so my main watches: MP, SRM, CRDO, and Serve. I think those four are the best risk to reward standpoints. MP, SRM are my favorites. Serve, CRDO are okay. Serve just has really good risk reward and it's a clean trender, and I have, I passed with it. So yeah. All right, so that's my watch list though. Yeah, so and again, trading for me at least, it hasn't been the easiest. Bitcoin closing below this level, I don't love that. Hasn't been the easiest environment. It's been pretty difficult, I'd say, for me personally. And I just can't get positioned in new names, but the market continues to grind higher, which is very frustrating. But that's what you're going to get when you have an extended market like this. The best time to buy was back here, which is when I did my best buying, and then right here, which I missed this. The buying opportunity is in this. Oh well. But yeah, so besides that, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And that's what I got for tomorrow.